robbing, dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. You talk about this Bengals defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready.
Now back to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Roman Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rosenberg. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19 tight. 70 range. 70 range. Tag.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
70. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The end result, 21 yards.
44-yard line.
Up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, got coming slow 6 breaks on sweat.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Rosenberg. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Set, ready. 45, white. Strikers, 3-3. Hut, hut.
They'll run on first down. York. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
second and goal from the 1.
Ready. Yellow. Cut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson making off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shamar Stewart in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Red, yellow. Ready?
Back to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
First and 10 at their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he completes it to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bengals drive about to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold the lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Down. 33. Yellow.
They're going to try and throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. Ready. 45. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
60 red. Hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now it's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
And 6 at the 20-yard line.
Trap 60. Here we go. Set. 18, Rattler. 18, go.
Now back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Back to throw. Rosenberg firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Black, 95.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 11. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Rosenberg. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Up the middle they go. York. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50, green.
Back to throw. Rosenberg. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rosenberg. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Okay, ready?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the now 24.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Ready, ready.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Rosenberg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Rosenberg. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out from this one. But the way this game has gone, they're going to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining